California, stand up.
It's live, it's all the way live. We broadcasting live from the 559. It's live, it's all the way live from the city of no love. That's right, it's no live. It's live, it's all the way live. We broadcasting live from the 559.
Let's go, put your hands together for my brother, Wormavin. Hey, yo, one time out there. What's up, my peoples? Welcome to another edition of the Live Mics podcast show. You already know how we do. We dig deep into the 559 and we grab an artist and we bring them on the show. First of all, you already know you can follow the show at the Live Mics podcast show on YouTube. You can follow me at XX Live Mics on Instagram. And you can also follow the show on Instagram at the Live Mics podcast show. Today, none other than my man. Who do I got in here? I can't wait to introduce my man. This is my dude. Y'all don't even understand, man. Me and this dude, man. This is my man right here, dogs. This is my dude. Y'all already know. My man, Wormavin. What's up, man? Introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
Thank you, man. Now, man, it's an honor. It's an honor to be here. It's a long time coming, man.
Yeah, man. That's every time I hear that name, Wormavin, it throws something into my head.
Like, I appreciate you, man.
I start having all these thoughts, like, man, like these hip hop, freaking thoughts, because I'm like, man, my man is just so intricate with the whole style, with everything, your whole flavor. Like, I'm always impressed.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you're a student of the game, bro. You rap all day. I see it. I've since I've been out and starting this road of music more seriously.
Yeah.
From the Everything Changes days down to like where we are now.
Right.
A few more projects out. Like, you've been not only supportive but there and consistently always
appreciate that.
Posting, resharing stuff online, being an active, consistent person. Which is
I try to hit that like button,
community.
Man. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Try to hit that like button. I always try to pop out, at the events. And as far as you, like, man, when I first made my transition, because life happens, and I had to leave Fresno for a little bit, and I came back. When I came back and plugged myself back into the hip hop community, you were like the main dude that I saw everywhere. Like, you were putting in work.
Yeah.
Like a whole lot of work by yourself, man. Like,
you saw me at the time when I was really, really pushing.
Yeah,
man. It was a different time. I had one kid.
Right.
I was a baby mama.
Talk about
for
that.
Sure. Definitely, it's been crazy because Everything Changes it was a premonition of what ended up happening.
Right.
How it ended up going down. Like, I wasn't out there on my own. I was still living a whole ass life, and I was married, and that marriage is now a divorce.
That's all good.
There was a house that is now an apartment, and one baby mama that's now another baby mama, and one kid and another kid, and my family got bigger, but my love got bigger too, and so did the estranged all the vices and all the nonsense of having to go through, a real breakup when you go through a marriage.
Yeah,
like,
man.
If you were really married and you really were in it and you actually had some investment,
absolutely,
then it takes a real time to make that grief, even if you don't understand it off top.
It's life altering. Like, it's a life altering situation.
But that ended up taking us to the music to where it's the first time with Everything Changes, it really told the story of what was going to go down. And sometimes I go back, and it's a little haunting to hear that album because it's talking back to me on what is already going down.
Right.
It's reminding me sometimes of, like, where's your head at? Where are you really doing it for the right reasons? And, like, who are you talking to right now? And
I'm kind of looking at your resume right here, man. I'm just like, man, like, I'm impressed, man. Like, all the artists you've worked with, like, because I remember, like I said, when I first saw you, you were doing a lot of solo stuff, and then the next thing you know, a year or two goes by, and then, we lost the homie Doughface. Shout out Doughface. Yeah, shout out Doughface. Rest in peace forever. Rest in peace forever, man.
Points crew. Shout out regular 559 crew.
Right.
Much respect, everyone on the line, man. Just
Doughface
forever, bro.
That's what I was alluding to. I didn't know that you were an affiliate of all those.
I was never Points crew.
Yeah,
I was a big fan of Points crew.
But still, but then all of a sudden, it just seems like something brought you, like, to the forefront of, like, just working with all these artists, and I was going through, like, your whole catalog, like, man, this, like, you're on Eustress, you're on, like, Acid Bath, dude, like, I'm looking at Roach verse, Roach clip. Like I'm doing all this stuff. Like talk about that for a second. Like working with all those these different artists, because it seemed like you shifted gears. I never really seen somebody shift gears like that. Like,
yeah, I gotta give a lot of credit to JRD. Right. That's J.R.
Shout out J.
Just really dope. We don't know. Right. We call him all kind of shit. He's pops all day.
Right.
This motherfucker straight up hand pointed everyone. He talked to me about a year ago and was like, hey, or actually now it would have been like 3 years ago. At that point it would have been a year ago.
Okay.
And was like, hey, I want you to come out, record with the guys, start trying to do something, right?
Right.
And I played it out. I was like, yeah, for sure, I'm gonna show up.
Yeah. Just
show up, didn't do fucking goddamn thing. I was running around being ratchet, having a good ass time.
Right.
I'm like, if I show up, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing. I was writing in a weird way where I get beats, and then if I like it, I sit with it for a while, and if I do, I start writing. But then I wasn't producing nothing. I wasn't getting anything out. I had a bunch of writings and some stuff that didn't work out. JRD said, hey, pull up. Just come to the studio one day. Just pull up.
I think that was around the time when I used to see you at my work a lot. Like, not a lot, but I saw you like once or twice, and you came in and you were telling me, and you seemed like you were in a transitional moment, part in your life, and you were telling me like, man, I'm working so hard right now. Like, I'm writing this, I'm doing this, I'm in the studio, and I think that's old boy you were telling me about.
Yeah, no, we were in the studio 2 days a week. We were doing Tuesdays.
You were going to.
We're doing Mondays and Wednesdays.
Dude, you were going to LA and stuff, weren't you?
I was going to LA. His studio was in Riverdale.
Right.
So I served custody in Lemoore.
Okay.
Mom number
right.
And my daughter lives out there, so I was always out there. I'm out there anyway twice a week.
Right.
So on my way back, the homie was like, "Hey, pull up to Riverdale. That's where the studio's out." And I was like, "Oh, that's right there." Like, I'm gonna pull. So on the way back to Fresno, I was like,
that was
dip right on the side.
Right.
And we started working, and the way he works is a little different. You pop into the studio, and he starts to cook. He's like,
okay. So he's trying to give you something to listen to right off the bat.
Right off the bat. As soon as you get in, and then once the beat's done, you just look around, and everyone's like this, like just hitting the phones up, all writing, all sticking their stuff down.
Right.
And I'm sitting looking around like, what is happening? Right. Like that's not how I write.
That's not how yeah.
Well, he's like, well, you better start writing.
So this was a whole different mode of creating.
That was it.
Creating. Like
he told me, you're doing it. And like we got to write, and he put on a beat.
Ain't no taking this shit home. Like
he basically was like, "I'm gonna pin you up against these two motherfuckers in a room and put a beat on, and I'm gonna see who comes up with the first one.
Right.
After that verse, we gonna figure it out.
Ooh, shit.
And that's how it's always been. And the whole practice of it was like, what if you get that minute?
Right.
What if you're in LA? What if you're in a real specific moment with an artist who's coming up the damn elevator?
That's
and you have 30 seconds.
Hey,
can you pop in the booth real quick?
That's real talk.
Can you just turn it on?
That's real talk, man.
Because like. That's what they expect, and even if you have a chance, like let's say you have 30 seconds or a minute, like you might not get a 16. I mean, you get that's impressive as fuck. You get 16 out of that, but a couple bars, like if you're constant on it, like you could go off top, right? But that's a different method than if you're getting in there and writing something with some substance.
That's completely different.
That has some life in it. That you're pushing. That you want someone to hear you.
Right. Nah, that's free. If y'all out there listening, Worm giving y'all that free game right now, so y'all better be sucking this up right now, man. That's
and
what's
I'm telling
up.
you, and I didn't understand this shit because JRD he worked that way. He let me take one beat home.
Okay.
That song, we never heard that shit.
And then you just like never heard it, like you said. Like
we tried to record it, and it was the first time when I had a producer get in my face. It was like, that shit sucked. He said that shit sucked. I expected more from you. You should have done better.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
I got mad. I got in my feelings. I got in my car.
Right.
I drove off. I was like, your beats is fucking whack, whatever. I got in my way.
I feel you.
But I sat with it. I got home. I listened to the track.
Right.
It started off how I wanted, but he was right.
Right.
That shit was whack.
Right.
And if I'd have put that shit out,
right.
He was looking out for me.
Dude.
So I apologized to dude, but at the same time told him, I was like, I don't like that shit. I was like, I don't like how you talking to me,
Like how you talking to me, man.
And you know what? He's like, yeah, I don't like it either. He's like, but I have to be honest. Like, I didn't fucking like it. You haven't not made a good song.
Dang, dude.
And since then, we have put out almost everything that we've been working on.
And then, I'm still going through the catalog, through your whole... I'm going, wait a minute. I didn't know you had all these joints out. Like, dude, it just keeps going. I'm like, what the fuck?
2022 was
been working.
It was fruitful.
And bro, listen, man. Thank you. First off, thank you. You came in and blessed me with the merch. You already see he didn't bless me with the merch. I'm draped. I'm dripped up in here with the worm, so you already know.
Handmade.
And hey, this is what's up, man. Where do you see your brand in about 3 years? You know, 5 years? Because I know you're talking about you're in a lull right now. You just had the baby.
Yeah.
You know, the baby's on what, like 3 months? So,
3 months
you know,
right
like,
now, baby on the way. Got my first boy. Shout out my boy, Atlas Salvatore. My life right now, just really giving me what I need in breath. I understand what life is with people. I'm not young.
So it's your second time being a father?
Second time being a father. First time being more around. Second time being,
because you're still trying to, like I talked about this with Ramsey's, man, balancing, you know, the balance act.
That's all of it. That's everything.
Yeah.
Balance is everything. Right. In terms of absolutely what you're doing, content you're pushing, who you're with. When you're talking about family life versus everything else, when don't you have family life?
Exactly.
When is it not important?
Work.
How are you ever not going to be able to have everything takes its due time? You just have to carve it. And like my old ass, I tell people all the goddamn time.
Right.
I know you don't have shit to do.
Right.
I know you fucking sitting at home not thinking about it. I'm like, while I'm feeding this second baby or working at my second job or waiting to go do the fucking thing.
Right.
And I see the people working. I see what people really are about.
Bro,
and
that's the sacrifice.
In our community, you don't see sacrifice and work the way that you see it in other places.
Right.
Because everyone out here works hard.
Yeah.
Really fucking hard.
Right.
No. And they work that hard to just give something to you.
Right.
Some art.
Just
for you to have a piece of art.
Just
you know what I mean?
For you to have a piece of them.
And that goes a long way.
It does, man. I appreciate you coming in here spilling all of this free game on the audience, man. This is unreal having you in here, man.
No, man, it's a beautiful studio. Shout out Par, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, GTL.
Yeah,
MC Wicks, all
Graf,
the homies in town. BKR, Heavy is the Head.
You already know.
Kevlar.
We're going to get BK in
Notabilidge.
Yup.
All the crew homies, man. You know, I would be remiss.
Sear. Yeah. Shout out.
Sear, Roach, Dro, you know, 4K just dropped with JRD.
I saw the
that
4K joint,
the Birthday Brothers, man, that ain't even my shit, and I was on it all day. I ran it,
man.
Top to bottom.
Hype, man.
I'm in there on the end. I got in on that one. Finally. I got in on that one. It was a good jam. I learned a lot from everyone, and I just wasn't closed-minded.
Right.
I could have been that guy and just kept rapping 16s to myself and said I could do this on my own and just said the same thing and kept freestyling and not learn. But I had to switch my style.
Man, I want to applaud you on all of the work that you've put in since, like I said, since I came back to Fresno and I been on the scene and I've watched you grow, man, and it's just been phenomenal seeing you grow. And
thank you.
I know you love what you do, you know, and thank you for the shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
and,
absolutely.
We're going to go to a break, man, and then we'll come back and we'll get a couple more questions in with the homie Wormavin. Y'all already know. Let's go to a break. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the interview that I got going right now with Wormavin. All right, we want to take a quick break to give you guys a quick shout out to all the businesses that are out there. I want to send a shout out to about 2 or 3 businesses right now. The first business I want to send a shout out to is Myers and Tillman. All right, they're located in the Tower District. You can hit them up right there. They're by the laundromat, if you know, right before you get to that smoke shop. I don't got their address right off the top of my head because they just switched shops. They're on Olive in the Tower District now. So look up my man Myers and Tillman. All right. He can print you out the shirts. He usually has like some cool stuff going on with the videos playing on, you know, on your shirt. So something real cool. Look up Myers and Tillman. All right. That's my dude. All right. And also I want to send a quick shout out to South and Shaw Pizza. All right. You guys get out there. They're located downtown. All right, in the district where there's like the, I know Solid Goods is right in that area is where the, what are those lofts, where the lofts are. So yeah, get down there, check out South of Shaw Pizza. All right, you can get your towers of pizza. All right, they got craft beer out there. Check them out. All right. Also, we want to give a quick shout out to the Lincoln Pub. All right, the Lincoln, what do we call it? The Lincoln Pub and Grub. Yeah. If you guys know the spot, you get up in there. They got the $5 menu, all right, and everything's popping in there. So pop in at the Lincoln, all right, you guys, and let's get back to this interview, all right, with my man Wormavin. Peace. What's up, y'all? Yeah, we back in the building. I got my boy Wormavin in here, and we are back from break. And we coming back to get my man back on the microphone and get some more questions. All right, up for my man. For all you Wormavin fans out there, go ahead, give them the plug. Let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, man, at Wormavin. Online, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
right.
What is it? And Threads, all that mess. Every DSP, that's WORMAVIN. All platforms, all the same, always there.
Right. So y'all heard that. Plug in, follow your man, support everything. I download the albums, get them in your playlist. I get familiar with my man Wormavin. Yeah, man. We was dropping some bars during the break.
We got in it.
We was just messing around, freestyle a little bit. But yeah, man. Talk about. We were talking about how you had this whole chemistry thing. I watched it grow with, Seer and Doughface and all those dudes, man. And I just want to know dig into that a little bit deeper and talk about especially when we had like the event over there, you know what I mean? And how how the whole community came out and showed all the love for Doe. Like, tell me, talk about what that meant to you, what Doe meant to you, man.
Yeah, man. It was a big deal to be able to work with somebody as big as a character like Doughface.
Yeah, because he was big, man.
He was not only a big person, but he had a big personality.
Right.
He spoke to you honestly. He put faith back in my life.
Right.
The last thing he told me when I first saw him was "get fucked." That's immediately what he told me. He looked me right in the face like, "Get fucked, Pops."
Right.
And I looked at him kind of like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "No, that's a good thing." That's what he's saying.
Right.
And I told him, "Hey, I'm having a baby." It's right when I just heard about it. I just came back from Miami.
Right.
And he was saying, "You're gonna be okay. You're gonna make it, Pops. You'll be good."
That's what's up.
And it gave me a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, he was always so supportive and positive like that.
Yeah. And all the crew guys, I have to be honest, they've not only helped me grow in terms of my artistry and my delivery and the abilities, but also just they care. They're good people.
Right.
They look out for each other. Valley jumped in at a time when I didn't know if I was gonna make music. It was crazy that came the whole last album off Dig This.
Yeah.
It was a completely organic album. We didn't try. He was buying beats. He was there.
Yeah, I was bumping that today. I was just putting that on, and I was like, I gotta get into more of this whole culture. I feel like you guys started like a whole new culture of Fresno rap, man. Like,
oh man, it's definitely a chapter. It's nice to be part of it, and I know that everyone brings something different. That's what I love about crew.
And you got that C on your hat.
We're all straight
Fresno
this is
culture,
SoCal,
man.
Straight SoCal right here. This is
that's what's up. Man.
Shout out, Never Stressed. They keep hooking us up with the fits, bro.
That's what's up, man.
They be dropping game on how it works in SoCal.
Any businesses you want to send shots out to, send them a shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Always FTK. My main man Sam, he's always doing work.
Right.
Goes without saying, my man Otis always doing work. Putting you on game, teaching you motherfuckers.
Always,
straight up,
always
showing you how to do it. Still not gonna do it. Either way, Otis Reed, TME. Gotta shout out all the homies putting in work. Everyone's working, man.
Everyone's working.
I wish I had more like Ellipsis Studios.
Right.
White Glove. What they have there's a studio. I don't work
at a Fresno studio,
I think, or Green. There's a couple of different studios. I don't work out of them. I wish I knew the names to promote them.
Right.
But everyone is putting something in. In terms of business, we're trying to grow something.
I think the whole creative it's like a creative movement right now. Like, all these kids are growing up right now, and there's so much, especially with hip hop, because it's not young no more. You know what I mean? So all these kids are growing up, and there's just so much different hip hop now. It's not just the OGs saying, "Hey, listen to Tupac, listen to this." They got all kind of stuff. These dudes are following NBA YoungBoy around, and
you have entrepreneurs out here. Ben Smoking Barbecue, putting in work on its own, just standing out and doing the work. Letting the people enjoy the product.
Shout out Ben Smoking Barbecue for always putting on local talent,
putting out there some time, supporting local. I always have to give shout outs to anyone who gives us a chance. Anyone who ever let us perform anywhere.
Exactly.
Hip hop has this weird notion of we bring violence and everyone's gonna get mad, or there's gonna be some kind of fighting.
Yeah,
man, you know how much money goes into the producing hip hop?
Exactly.
Allowing people to listen to this shit, like it's ridiculous the amount of caliber that people need to put just to give this shit away.
Right.
Let alone you can't even get inside to book a show, because it's negative, or you're gonna promote. It's like it's art.
You got people that want to take advantage of it, take advantage of the situation first, before they want to put hip hop on. You know what I mean? How much can I get at the door? How much,
But then, and then without being too much off top, that's some Fresno shit.
Yeah, man.
There's 100% spots you can play and spots you can't.
Fresno.
People that can play certain spots and people who can't.
No doubt.
And that's how it is because of how it works in the town of, when you have people trying to promote themselves and promoters or, having to bring in outside talent. It's hard.
The question
to
is
even
when
break
do we come together all as artists, right? Like when do we all build something that we say, you know what, this is for Fresno hip hop artists.
I think there's so many artists always doing that consistent right now. I think you have
shout out to strummers. They all
there's so many people that have that long line catalog of just music. They keep pushing.
No, yeah,
project after project.
Yeah, and you don't have to rely on Fresno all the time. A lot of these artists, and yourself, you guys get out, to the nearby cities. You guys are hitting L.A. You guys are hitting the Bay. You know what I mean? And so
I think as an artist, you have to grow and then take your art elsewhere, and then start testing it. If you're a real artist, you go out to these open mics with some new stuff.
Absolutely.
And you're just like, you know what? Because the last time I was out at an open mic, someone's like, "You gonna get on?" I was like, "I don't got nothing I want to put out there." I'm 100% not ready. There would be I would just be looking a fool.
Yeah.
Like, well, you could just do another song, and I'm like, why would I do someone? Are you serious? I have to go practice what I want to give you on my art, and but I have something ready, prepared, right?
Right.
And I'm a meticulous worker. Like right now, I have 3 separate projects that are
Talk
all
about your new
recorded
projects,
essentially. Two projects that I recorded with JRD, one that I recorded with Snoop DeOne out of Dope Productions.
Okay.
The first one is called The Marquee. There's no release date on it. Artwork's being done right now. Merchandise is being set up. I'm looking for a venue.
That's what's up.
There'll be a release date. There'll be 100% a release show.
Yeah.
In course with a couple artists. We're looking at venues right now. The second project is Worms and Dirt, Volume 1.
Okay,
that's going to be... That's
heard it here first.
Worms and Dirt is exciting to me because it's all the tracks that they didn't make other albums that they're just bangers. We don't know what to do with this shit.
Right.
I did a project with TA at a certain time. TA and
Shout
a
out
handful.
TA.
Yeah, and it was another one of those organic. Like we did a song, we did another song, we did another song.
Damn.
And then we were like, all right. Next time you want to do another one? It's like,
let's go.
Like 2-3 days.
That got me hyped right now. I'm like, what? You did
7
with
songs
TA?
in 2
Let's
days.
go.
Like 2 days or
That's
something
what's
crazy.
Up, man. Where'd you guys up in the vault?
No, it was just me and just JRD.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did one day at JRD's and one day at Ellipsis.
Oh, okay.
And then we took the best of both sides, and then he was working busy, so I only saw him for a little bit. And it was the most rapper shit ever. I was out of gas, leaving my other job, going to the stew. He didn't have no spot. I picked him up. Both our phones was dying. This motherfucker who sent us the beat from his dying ass car phone, sent it to us, and we're out there writing before we walk in to go record this shit.
Like my shit about to die.
Like the most rapper shit on the planet. 100%, like
crazy,
9%, 8%. We're all like, how fast can we do this before it dies? Like, let me send you my. And I recorded my shit. I remember I sent it to JRD. And I'm like, let me just use your phone. I sent him a screenshot of my fucking words so I could record my verse. I'm holding his phone and shit when I'm in the booth.
Dude, that's so.
But it was organic like that. So we have
MC shit.
So Worms and Dirt is a bunch of rapper shit where
Worms
it's like
Dirt, man.
There was.
When I think about you too, man, I think about when I think of a worm, I'm like, man, like a worm, and all a worm need is the damn dirt, like you know what I mean, like, and it's like you and that microphone. I'm like, this motherfucker only need a microphone. When I first saw you, that's all this motherfucker need is a microphone, and he just gonna do his thing.
It's underground, bro. Like it's
underground.
It's
underground.
Fun. It's fun to make music when it's something that you're passionate about, you drive for, you work on the craft of it. Like I said, with Worms and Dirt, that's gonna be a big one because it's got everyone on it.
Yeah,
there's
be on the lookout. You guys already know, man. Worms and Dirt is coming.
There's some lost tracks with Young Doey that I love that I'm like I need to have that. Sears on there, TA is on there.
It's gonna be
Valley, 4K Dro. He just popped out. We started working a little more together. Roach will be on there. Like it's got man. Everybody on it right now that I've been working with just in the last 2 years, I think, something like that. That project's
so
big
interesting,
for me.
man, because I've seen, like I said, I've never seen anybody switch gears like you. You know what I mean? Like I said, and during the break, you were talking about how you're in photography now. Like you're teaching kids photography. Talk about that for a second. Like that whole shift into like now. I'm hearing you use different languages.
Oh, necessity.
Like you're speaking a whole nother language now. Like
I come from a video background. I'm a
and I saw you post something too.
I technically work.
I did see you post something that said like, "Get at me about videos." And I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah. No, I was. So, I decided
I'm just
I need
introduced into that whole.
I want
like,
to
what
just
you're
shoot
doing.
something. Like I know I can shoot on my own. I've been a video person for a very long time, so I understand what it is to go and set things up and script and do work, but it takes a village, and it's very difficult for planning. And to execute is even harder because then you have the day of nonsense.
Yeah, I heard you and Otis. Like literally, talking another language.
Yeah. No, it's nice. It's nice to talk aperture when people are like, "Yeah, it's a deep aperture." And you know what the fuck we're talking about.
I was just going back like it was my head's going back and forth like it was a tennis match. Like what the fuck did he say?
Like and what's lovely about it is that you understand what the fuck you're doing,
right?
And everyone else, they know when you speak that language. It's not difficult to express.
So is that something you plan on taking and further, maybe side, or is it just a side hustle? Maybe just trying to start.
I've always been, part of entertainment in terms of both video and the audio landscape.
Right.
And I think as a video technician for broadcast video right now, there's no need for me to do anything else. But I think it's fun to explore creatively. Right now, I'm starting to think of the visuals that I want.
That's what I was saying. I'm going to shoot your own videos. You're going to start with,
I've kind of been able to start doing that a little bit. I've worked a little bit with a friend who I used to work at CMAC with back in the day.
Shout out CMAC.
He goes Medium Main. That's what he goes by.
Right.
He shot the Applying Pressure video where we've had like two things happen at the same time where someone's in slow motion, or I'm in the same shot twice, but I'm moving the camera and placement, or using basic camera tricks to just real simple stuff. And I'm a big fan of black and white, so that's one of the black and white ones. But like starting to craft the visuals more into the taste so that they elevate the music is kind of the next step in the evolution of how I incorporate the photography life into the music. Because music is therapy for me, so I don't like to get in the way.
Right.
So right, left brain idea to like it's an actual thing in conception.
Let the creation, let it happen.
Sometimes you fuck that shit up. Sometimes you got a great fucking idea, and then you put it into fruition. And you're like, I should have fucking kept that idea.
No doubt, man.
And I've seen that happen a lot of times myself.
Yeah, we've been there. We all been there.
We got to make sure we're fleshing out what we want, and I think that with photography and media, it's just natural. You're gonna be using the same tools if you understand. I mean, a camera's a camera.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you understand specifics and you know what you want, then you just can't be duped. Whenever I go get services from anyone, or I want to buy something, or I know what I want. Like I understand 100% what I'm gonna get off the bat. And when I look at a shot, I'm like, I know, hey, let's open up this third, or something could be busy in the composition over here. Look at this angle. We can switch this Dutch angle. Let's go handheld or something. It gives a feeling. There's a change in the essence of explaining what you're trying to say with the music by elevating that shit with the visuals. And sometimes people forget about that, and they're just like, let's make music video. Right. It's not always just about making it. It's like, how do you make it more?
Right.
And that's where I've been kind of waiting. I'm like, I don't want to push just any video content.
Right, no doubt.
And content's important. You have to push content. But like, my fans don't give a fuck. They're old like me. They're waiting at home like, oh shit, you dropped right on.
I remember some of your earlier videos you shot. They were they're provoking. They're thought provoking. You definitely push thought provoking into hip hop, and that's some of my favorite parts of hip hop is the stuff that makes you look within yourself, and get a little deep and start self-reflecting, and and start thinking about damn, this is deep. This is deep.
To me, this is it's a lifelong thing. When I made the switch and 100%, decided how important this version of hip hop was going to be for me. I took it seriously.
Yeah, a lot of people could easily.
That leads perfectly into the third album that I've been working on, which is Parallels.
Plug it.
Parallels will be my sophomore album. I've been waiting and writing this album for the past 5 or 6 years, ever since the big change that happened in my life, which was, a big separation. That album has been crafting for years, and there's a lot that's going to go into it. It's 14 tracks that has some features from outside of this area. Copyright from Bay Area. He's an older rapper. He's on that.
So it's like a joint project?
No, it's my project.
It's your project?
Just featuring on it.
Okay.
There's a couple other people. I don't know if they're really. I can't say it yet, but we're hopeful.
Okay.
But I'm trying to really push this.
Keep it under wraps.
This album,
keep it under wraps.
As the sophomore album, because it's taken so long to get out. But that's literally what life is right now. The parallels of life.
Right.
It's having to work 3 jobs and then be happy with your son when you're there. Because like what fault is his? You had to work them 3 jobs and shit.
Right.
You gotta be good with him.
Right.
And that's really the essence of the album, and it's diving into the different parts kind of that I explored. But that has a lot of time. At least 5 tracks recorded by JRD. 4 of the tracks are, I know one's with Jay Mixon on the beat. Seed was on there. I've got everyone from Crew on there, I believe, in one spot or another. Okay. So 3 projects that are just going to be filled. The first one has all me on it, no features. The second one has a lot of Crew. The last one, Parallels, has
that's what's up. So
a long time. So
I was under the impression you was in a lull right now because you just had a baby, but now no, that's not the case. That's not the case. The worm is always working. Mm-hmm. So I should know better, man. Because
we had to drop Smoke because JRD was like, "You're lagging on some shit. You need to drop some shit." So we went in. I'm like, I have 48 tracks. And this is the one you want to put out.
And that's the Smoke.
And he's like, the Smoke.
Yeah, the Smoke.
And he's like, put the Smoke out, bro. And I'm like, we just did that in like the last 4 minutes.
I saw that. I was like,
and he's like, nah, it's got to be that one.
And I was like, Smoke.
And it's funny because like I wrote it, and then there's a little part right at the very end where I got a new stanza on it, where I put like a quicker kind of a cadence on it. And it's because he's like, yeah, man. It's like something else. It's like, I need to. We got to spice it up, And so we were working. I'm like, well, fuck it. So I went in there to spit some shit real quick, and I'm like expecting to finish that off or maybe do another verse. He's like, that's perfect.
That was it.
I'm like, so a half of a fast verse and then like a verse before it. I'm like, I'm confused. But so I have so much body work. Yeah. And that to be right, kind of what the representation is right now is kind of like so strange to me. But with so many people in a group, like you have to give space, and everyone drops all the time.
It's a race, man.
With myself, it's kind of like being respectful, but at the same time, like you can't really forget about where you're pushing. But I've been pushing more into like, I guess, quality control. Yeah. Instead of too much quantity, and then waiting on the drops so that when the music is out, it's going not on deaf ears. Okay. I'm talking to somebody.
That makes sense.
That way it pushes them to the rest of the catalog and to everybody else. And there's strategic moves that we all are on different albums so that there's a mix of those markets. My fans are not 4K Droz fans. They're not Roach Clips fans. So we're trying to figure that out. My people want to hear something completely different, but they might hear something that they like. Yeah. That Sear's doing.
That's why that
might lead them out to Wix, like, which might lead out to Fashion or Planet Asia or any of the fucking wonderful artists you have all around Fresno.
That's it, man.
There's so much fucking talent,
bro. It's you hit it on the head right there, man.
You might miss one or two because there's so much tight shit, and a lot of people are like, no, there's nothing. It's like it's in abundance, bro. Go to another city. And find me the group of people you find in Fresno all hanging out, not rapping.
Exactly.
Not rapping, bro. Oh, and also, I gotta say, shout out to Aesop. Okay. I gave no love. Peace, Aesop, rest in peace, Sop. He was one of the first people that I rap with who just was, not even saying, oh, you're a video person. Why are you rapping? He listened to it. Right. He heard it and he was like, you got something you need to work with. And I remember that night. It was the first night. It was when I I had just sent a video to Mission Underground for Team Backpack shit. When Team Backpack was still Team Backpack.
Shout out Team Backpack. It wasn't even
Team World or whatever the fuck it is now.
Yeah.
And like I got accepted to go to New York and like do a thing for a bunch of A&Rs. Right. I met Fred the Godson.
Right.
And, like Ghostface was like where Otis was right now and shit. Like, it was straight up the most hip hop shit on the planet. Like by the third day, homie was like, "Hey, put that shit away. The mayor's in here." I was like, "How are you telling me?" Like the security guard was like, "Put that shit down. Don't be so loud and shit." You know, like he was cool with it though. We was in Brooklyn and it was a fucking. It changed my life.
That's crazy,
it changed my whole life. And Sop was there that night that I got the okay, and we was rapping. I remember, it was the Stones, but he was a huge inspiration to a lot of people, and he was a really big, kind of a cornerstone in a lot of ways to art in Fresno. Yeah, so I would be remiss if I missed his name, because there was a lot of times where I had nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I would go to Sop, and he would always accept me and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, call first. What are you doing showing up at my door with this shit?" You know, like, I got like a 12-y and and he's like, "Shut the fuck inside." You know, but like he was one of those real ass people. That's awesome. You know, awesome we've been losing a lot of people in hip hop. So mental health is important. Right. Taking care of you is important. Number one, look out for your family, look out for your people. Stop being fake motherfuckers and pay for shit. That's right. Straight up. Like you want to help community. How without fucking helping? Exactly. You putting something in, go buy some shit, go tip somebody, go fucking say something nice, go share some shit. It don't hurt you to say someone did a good job when they're having a bad fucking day. Exactly. You know, like go make someone smile today, straight up, like Mac Miller and shit. You know, like you don't have to be sour. Criticism gets you. That cynicism gets you. You fucking lost. Right. Like make something better out of your fucking shit. And if you're not, then move out the way. Because like everyone out here trying to be happy, we trying to live like. We don't got that much time, and it's harder every day. So
that's all free game, y'all. If you're listening, free game. It's just free game here on the Live Mike Podcast Show, man. Worm giving y'all that free game, man. You guys should be soaking this up. All right, don't get caught up in your shit. All right, support. Always support. Don't project your shit onto nobody else.
Go to shows to like watch
going
people.
Through something. Everybody going through something.
Go to the front. You know, don't stand in the back with your hands up, hoping you're better than this motherfucker. Go support somebody. Dance at a rock show. That's it. Like, ain't nobody that tough. That's it. Like, we're in Fresno, bro. Fun. Like I've seen it. I get it. I understand it. Like, don't do good, but not better than me. Right. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, if you're getting it and you're winning, good. Get it. Like, can we be happy for each other? Exactly. Is that cool? Like, can we watch each other win?
Can we do that?
Can I congratulate? Like, I don't agree with you, but we're gonna survive. Right. You know, like I'm gonna walk out of here and be like, I'm mad now. It's like, come on, man. We grown. Like, we're not youngsters and shit.
Exactly, man. That's
I think that the game and hip hop has elevated in that way. It's not a bunch of fucking youngsters just out here killing each other and being stupid with that shit. That shit exists.
We should be past that.
That shit exists. Yeah. Right, but I don't think that's everything.
Yeah, hip hop should be. We're growing out of that. We're growing out of that. You know?
There's a way to use music to help you, to help your ecology, to help what you're doing with your fucking mindset,
especially with the climate. You know,
right? And if your mental needs it, like make time for that shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
I got a fucking newborn at home. I made dinner before I came out here.
Right.
Like I'm going. Like I didn't have a job for a little. Like believe me, shit never ends.
Right.
But I'm out here.
No doubt.
Because it matters.
Yeah, it does.
Like if I didn't make the time,
absolutely,
then who's that fall on?
Right.
My ass. Right. So I can't blame you for the shit that I fucking do. Straight up. Like I don't think there's enough accountability. I don't think people out here really saying real shit.
Yep.
And I think people are tired of it.
That's why we got the Live Mike's Podcast Show. We got the show because we're gonna have people coming up here talking about real shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I appreciate it because there's not a lot of places where you can be yourself and talk and not be judged and persecuted for what you feel.
Yeah, man.
And I don't talk really. I'll be quiet on it, but it's not like I don't want to talk. There's not a lot of people that are speaking on that language or level that I'm trying to grow. Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. Build and learn. Entrepreneurship takes a village.
I definitely want you on the show again, man. We got to get Worm on the show. All right, when we have the next season, you're definitely welcome to come back. I want you to get your last shots out before we close it up tonight.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Live Mics, man.
Appreciate it.
How about you support? That's it.
Yeah,
Wormavin.
Wormavin, baby. Give your last plugs. Tell them where to follow you again.
Instagram, Facebook at Wormavin, WORMAVIN, all DSPs, cruise shit, JRD. I love y'all. If you're supporting, man. Love yourself, love your family, and take care of you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking time coming out. I appreciate it,
man. Thank you.
On a Thursday night, coming out, and getting on the show, man. I appreciate you, and this was something I've been trying to get you to do for about, like I said, 2-3 years. So I wanted to get you on the show, and I appreciate you coming out, man. And let's do this again. All right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, man. Peace, man. Let's throw up the deuces for him. Live Mike's podcast show, and we are out of here, y'all. Peace.
Fresno, California, stand up. It's live, it's all the way live. We broadcasting live from the 559. It's live, it's all the way live from the city of no love. It's Fresno live.